because at the end of the day, I know I'm getting penetration on both sides. But you can also whip it as well. Whip it up and down, little by little as well. Okay. Here, I'm going to show you both methods. So I'm whipping it. I'm doing Christmas trees right now. And now I'm whipping it. You see this? And it still comes out the same, guys. There's nothing different about it. It's just personal preference for me. And I like doing Christmas trees. If you want to call it a V, you can call it an upside down V or arrow, whatever the case may be, to help you all out. I'm quartering these pipes, so I'm going to stop right here. And then I'm going to start from 6 to 9 o'clock. Warm up the keyhole real good and boom, push. I don't know if y'all saw that, guys. You want to start an inch before your tack. Okay, make sure to feather down your tacks real good, guys, if you want a proper tie-in. And push that rod, okay? It's a pretty good inside shot as well. You see the flames coming inside the pipe. It's not outside. You want those flames always inside. Always, always. Just like that, guys. And make sure when you fit the pipe up, there's no high or low at all. It will definitely affect you in some types of way. Here's a pretty tight gap right here. So I turn up the heat to about 75, 76-ish, around there. So Christmas tree pattern. If y'all haven't tried this pattern out, try it out and tell me what y'all think. Because a lot of my students like this. They like the Christmas tree pattern. But also, the whipping pattern is good as well. So it's all personal preference, guys. If it's not broken, I'm not going to fix it. Keep on going. And going to stop right around here. All right. Now I'm going back to the other side. Warm up the keyhole and boom, right there. Good time. Make sure to always have that rod sticking in there, guys. Remember, the keyhole doesn't make itself. You got to make the keyhole and just play with it. Go all the way to the top if you have to. For a lot of the students here, and plus, a lot of people that I know as well, 5G is definitely the hardest for them. 2G is easier, and 6G is a little bit easier as well. It's 5G because it's in fixed position. You're going from the bottom to the top. It's a pain sometimes, You got all the sparks falling on you. It's 6010 has a lot of spatter when it comes to, it hitting you, Because at the end of the day, it is a high cellulose sodium type of coating. There's a lot more sparks. Right there all the way. And like I said, guys, 3/32 gap, 3/32 landing is good. That's what we teach here at South Coast Welding Academy. That's who I represent. But a 16th land and a 16th gap is good as well. Keep this in mind. Mostly pipeliners use a penny gap, penny land, which is pretty much for downhill. And they use that. Like right here is about a 16th gap, 16th land. Maybe a little smaller, but I turn up the heat to around 78 and it's just keyholing for me, I don't really have to whip it as much, like I'm whipping it now just to show y'all, but I could just drag it if I wanted to. But I'm just showing y'all different techniques, guys. There's not one way of doing things. What makes our school, different than other schools is that we don't just show you one way of doing something like a route pass. We show you different ways. Because maybe one way that I show you is not going to be the proper way that you like and you don't feel comfortable with. So I got to show you a different way. So you can drag the route sometimes, But if you're going to drag the route, you definitely have to have a 16th gap, 16th land on it. But whipping it is good as well. You'll still get some good proper penetration. Now I'm here around 7 o'clock. Now, if y'all don't know, guys, what the clock means, sometimes I say this in a lot of videos, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I think of the pipe like as if it's a clock, you know. And say if I stop on the bottom, you know, the bottom is around 6 o'clock. You know, if I stop on the top, it's 12 o'clock. If I stop on the sides, it's 3 and 9 o'clock. You know, think about that. I hope I don't confuse y'all with the numbers. Here you go. Gonna tie in. Tying in is very important, especially on the 5G or any tying that you do. I'm tying right now. Okay, when I'm tying in, I warm it up, the keyhole, come back to where I was, warm it up again. Gives it that extra push on the tie-in. And pop off to the side. Same thing here, guys. Make that keyhole. Dig it, you know. There you go, you see the inside shot. And like I say in every video, guys, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm not perfect, by no means. The roots that I throw, it's not perfect. There's always gonna be flaws somehow, some way on a well. Now, there is some wells out there that is beautiful. I mean, talking about you can't find anything. And there's sometimes I do throw wells like that. I mean, it happens, but not every well is gonna be flawless. So my root pass here, I give it about an 8 out of a 10, but it's still good enough to pass X-ray and pass bin test and everything like that. But I'm just giving y'all what I know, and hopefully it helps y'all out. When I'm tying in right here, warm it up, come back to where I'm at, warm it up again, and pop off. Boom. After the root, you want to grind it real clean, just like this. Here's the inside shot of the root. Here's the bottom. Here's around 3 and 9 o'clock and 12 coming down. Pretty decent. I like it. All right, my Well 2 family. There you have it. I did the root pass. Now, this tutorial was just going to be strictly root pass, and then the next series will be 70-18 fill and cap, but I might as well throw the hot pass in here as well. For the hot pass, you're going to use a 60-10 1/8 rod, and the movement that I'm going to do is a whipping circle method. But before you throw your hot pass, you got to make sure to grind your root pass pretty clean, okay? Nice and flat. Don't grind too much or you'll blow through the root. So the movement that I'm going to do, guys, is a whipping circle motion, okay? I'm going to strike it, you know, even on the bottom side too. I'm going to strike, I'm going to come whip, circle, circle, just like this. Watch that puddle hit both walls all the way through. All the way, coming. Whip, wait, just like that. Wait. Don't whip too much, okay? Just whip it. Wait for that puddle to hit both walls. Whip it. Wait for the puddle to hit both walls. Whip. All the way through up. All right? I'm going to do it from this side, and then that'll be it. Let's do it. All right, guys, now we're running the hot pass. Now, I told you I was going to just do the root. This was only going to be a root tutorial, but I want to give you a little bit extra. Might as well just do the hot pass, okay? The hot pass is going to be a 60-10 1/8 rod. I'm running around 85 to 90 amps, depending on how y'all like it, okay? All right, I'm giving y'all an amperage range. That's what I like. A lot of people just want to hear, okay, what amperage do you want? What do you want? Now, everybody's different, guys. If I tell you 90, it doesn't mean that it's just gonna stay at 90 at all times. You know, there's a range for people. Some people well colder, some people well hotter. You know, but I'm giving you a range that I like, and I think it's necessary for these kinds of pipes in order for it to fuse properly on the walls. Okay, so y'all can see here, I'm just whipping it, but not whipping it too much. Doing that little circle motions, striking it, doing a tie-in right here. Whip it, pause. Whip, pause, whip, pause. Now the reason why I pause, guys, is because I want that puddle to spread on the walls. If you go too fast, you're fast freezing that rod, you know, the puddle, and it's not fusing nothing. You got to watch the puddle at all times. Just look at the puddle. Don't look at the rod right now on this hot pass. Just watch the puddle. Watch it for about 2 seconds. All right, now here's the outside shot, so you can't really see. But when we get back, right about Right about here. Okay, just watch the puddle, guys. You see that? Look. It just freezes on the walls. Freezes. Boom. I'm waiting. I'm letting the puddle do what I want it to do. I don't let it control me. I control the puddle. I do whatever I want it to do. And that's it, okay? You want to control it. Don't let it control you. All right. Now on the bottom side, you want to make sure to feather your tie-in on the 60-10. Don't just leave it there. Kind of grind it a little bit and get a proper tie-in. Doing the same thing on the bottom. On the bottom, you want to go a little bit faster, not too slow. It's going to drip a little bit on you. It's going to hang. But I'm still doing the same technique from the bottom. Is the same technique that I do on the top. Watching that puddle at all times. I cannot stress that enough, guys. That puddle tells you everything. That's what's making the metal. Here we go. You see? It's just pausing on the walls, doing whatever I want it to do. That's what makes welding a little bit simple, guys, you know. Sometimes we get mad at the TIG torch, or we get mad at the stinger, or we get mad at the machine, or we get mad at this and that. When it's not that. It's you. You know, you're the one that's messing up. You're the one that's doing this. What you got to do is you have to control. What I got taught is just controlling the metal, watching the metal at all times, and doing it what I want it to do. It's an art, my brothers and sisters. It's an art. Welding is beautiful. But you do whatever you want it to do, and it is frustrating at times. It really is. You know, especially when a spark hits you inside your shirt, it goes in your boot, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you're doing it, you're making it whatever you want it to do. So right now, that's what I'm doing. That's what makes welding a little bit easier for me, because I'm controlling it. It's doing what I want. You know, if it was controlling me, then obviously everything would not go well. Keep on whipping it, guys. Boom. Let it spread. Let it spread. And of course, there's movements to this, you know. Whipping it, circle, whip, circle. In order for it to spread the way you want it to. It's all about control, guys. Hope this helps y'all out. Stay tuned for part 2. Fill and cap. That's the hot pass, guys. Came out real nice. I like it. I like it a lot. See how it gives it that stack of dime pattern? That's on that side. Now this is on the other side. That's the bottom. Coming to the top. It's all about controlling it, guys. That's it. Make sure to grind that top side too. All right, my Wotu family. There you have it. 60-10 root, 60-10 hot on the 5G position with some 6-inch Schedule 80 pipe. All right. This is a 2-part series. All right, guys. So if you want to go see the 78 and fill and cap, wait until the next tutorial. And other than that, remember, guys, burn, learn, and eventually y'all gonna earn. Y'all have a good one.